Welcome to the Ubiverse.
The what now?
The Ubiverse holds all your hopes and dreams. Just speak out into the white void, and Ubisoft will answer.
Can I get a milkshake?
No.
Okay. Can I get an update on Roller Champions? Alright, scratch that. Throw it out the window. I had a whole skit idea about
The Ubiverse.
and it providing whatever it is that we wanted, but in the middle of doing it, I realized how dumb it was. So we're gonna move on without the Ubiverse, and it'll be just a memory. It'll fade away. So let's continue, shall we? So, on September 10th, we got to watch the second Ubisoft Forward. They're gonna be doing a third one, so it seems like they're kind of treating these like Nintendo Directs, which I'm fine with. I think the presentations have been fun. And I would do a recap of them like I did on my last video of E3 2019, but I don't think anything can live up to
A fucking dog?
that's just quality content right there. That can't be beat. So, I'm gonna jump right into what we all wanted to see, and that's Roller Champions.
Hello,
Jeez
champions.
Louise, can I get a warning next time, Stefan? I'm just kidding. We all love the hellos. So, the first update that we get is that Roller Champions is coming in early 2021. Now, the community managed to catch a little mistake about a week earlier on the official website, so to some of us, it wasn't a total surprise, but some people still felt a little caught off guard, and you can't totally blame them for that. They go ahead and they mention their shift to private workshops instead of doing live phases, which we all knew about since June via Twitter when they announced the cancellation of the beta, but they expressed that these private workshops they've been doing have had a very positive impact on the game's development, and as someone that's excited for the game, that's exactly what I want to hear. I want to hear that things are going well and running smoothly. They also mentioned that they've been adding and tweaking moves, which, you know, it just means that as pro skaters have more we gotta learn and master. That's fine by me. They also mentioned that they're adding game modes. And listen, I don't know about you guys, but since the beginning, since joining this community, I have been advocating for a racing extra mode. Some baby park Mario Kart style racing in the rink. I think that would be hilarious. If you've got any game modes that you'd like to see, please talk about them below. I love seeing brainstorming on what this game could possibly have. So I'd love to see that, and I would appreciate that input. Overall, what do we gather from all of that? Well, we have to wait longer for the game, but in what felt like a response to that and the community's very vocal wish for more communication and updates, the RC team announced the Roller Champions Blueprint Initiative. The Roller Champions Blueprint Initiative is basically just a behind-the-scenes look at the development of the game, which includes video dev diaries and commented development, which just talks about gameplay, art, lore. So the blueprints are supposed to help include the community in on discussions and voting and activities, whatever that might mean. But overall, I really like the sound of it. Starting October, just next month, we're gonna get more information on this game, and despite some people feeling like it took too long for them to do this, all we can do is look forward to it and look forward to providing our input. I know it's going to take longer to get this game, but I personally feel like the longer it takes, the better the end product, and that's exactly what I want for a game that I love this much. And I know the devs care about this game just as much as the rest of the community, so to the dev team, I don't mind waiting if that means anything. I think something that's worth noting is the post-show show match. The reason why I want to talk about this is because it created a pretty big divide in the community, and when something has such a big response like that, I think it's really worth talking about. So if you compare the build that we saw in the show match to something that we saw in the closed alpha, you will see a pretty big difference in one particular thing, and that is the speed of the game. A lot of the community loved how fast you could go in RC. It was one of the things that made it really entertaining. So I think seeing the game feel so slow in comparison was a disappointment to them, but I'm personally not really worried about that. And it's not because I don't want the game to be faster. I would love for it to be faster. I'm not worried mainly because I know that they can change that. The thing that has me happy about the gameplay I saw is that overall it looked smoother. It looked like it was optimized well. It looked like the movement from one action to another was a lot more fluid, if that's a good way to describe it. I felt like their time tweaking everything and adjusting it made it feel like it's closer to a complete game rather than, you know, an alpha as it was. So I think that they can speed the game up. I agree with that, and I also agree with the community's want for a public test so we can kind of get a feel for the game in its current state ourselves. But overall, I was really happy with what I saw because it felt like they put a lot of care into the little things, and that overall would really help the game's life. Credit given where credit is due, and I think that's really important. Now, a couple things I wanted to, side note mention before I end this video is the goal explosions that we saw. Lightning and storm clouds in one of them, that looked super sick. And then there was the Umi-san bubble, rest in peace, because he pops, but still very cool. It's another thing to look forward to, right? Just the cosmetics and the things that you're going to be able to unlock and get in the game. I know all of that doesn't have anything to do with the gameplay, but it's still really cool, and I think that the art direction that they're taking with the game is phenomenal, and I love it. Thank you all for watching this video. I know that I didn't really provide anything new in regards to information. This was all already publicly available, but I put it together in a nice little package with a dumb skit at the beginning, so I hope that you appreciate it. If you haven't already, I have another video talking about how this game changed my life, and I would appreciate it if you go and check that out if you haven't seen it already, and maybe drop it a like. I don't know, that's up to you, totally up to you. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you around in the future. Bye-bye!